Okay guys, so here we are at part 2 of the crocheting tutorial, and I just wanted to make sure that I'm sharing with you where we're at right now. So we're starting row 6, and as you can see, the hat is starting to um, curl up a little bit, so it's very difficult for me to even flatten it right now because it's starting to become a hat already. So row 6 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 6, and we are working with 48 stitches. What we have done so far is chained 3 and double crocheted in the same stitch. Now we're going to continue just making our way up to row 12. So I am going to just continue double crocheting all the way around until we make it up to row 12. This part is not really strenuous, but it does take a while to get to row 12, especially if your stitching is not as advanced as mine or as quickly as mine, or if your stitching is faster than mine, you'll get there before I do. Now once you get to row 12, we would slip stitch and then we will have double crochet all around, just so that when we make the ruffles, it's on a tighter, firmer base. Okay, so I'm just double crocheting in every stitch all the way around until I get back to the beginning, and then I'm going to do a slip stitch, 3 chains, and I'm going to continue the pattern all the way up to row 12. Right now we are in row 6. I don't normally use a stitch marker, and that's because I have already a good idea on where I'm at and where the beginning is once I get all the way around. If I am trying to create a specific design that requires me to be counting on where I need to change colors or something like that, then I would definitely be paying attention to this. But for right now, this is basic and simple, and it's just a factor of going all the way around with the stitches. One thing that I do want to reiterate to you guys, or just bring back to your attention, is that we have a free platform. We have a free platform. The link will be in our comment section for you guys to go ahead and join our community and get tips from each other on where yarn is on sale, or where you guys can buy a crochet needle kit, or tips on how to start different projects and how to change colors. So what if you don't have a stitch marker, what else can you use? Each one teach one in our community. So if you guys want to be a part of our community, definitely go ahead and look for that link in the comments section. Also, don't be afraid to like, comment, and share on this platform as well. We are trying to reach as much people who want to be in their creative space, and who wants to um, get out of the comfort zone of shying away in the background. When you were growing up, your mom used to always tell you, be seen and not heard, be seen and not heard. But how is it possible that you are going to reach your own community if you are not heard, if you are not seen? Hence the reason why we are here today. I have always wanted to teach how to crochet. I've always wanted to be in a room with like-minded people who love crocheting, who love creating with their hands. That is also a Proverbs 31 woman's attributes. So once we are done here, we would be going to sewing. I have a sewing machine. I have some things that I need to sew and put together. So I'll be doing that as well. You could always see what's going on and update yourself on what's happening in our creative space in the community on our calendar. But definitely it's called Sisters Modesty. So Sisters Modesty, our platform for all those who want to come in and and create together. Feed off of each other, learn off of each other, create with each other. It's a safe space where you guys can come and let your creative ideas flow. You can give tips, get tips, all the good things. So right now we are on row 7. We're gonna go all the way up to row 12. And like I said, I wanted to come in and actually stay with you guys stitch by stitch, because some people don't understand, like, we're like literally doing this stitch by stitch. Every hat, every creation that I have ever made, every blanket, every pillow, every sweater, stitch by stitch, okay? Stitch by stitch. So I want you guys to see the work that we put in to make these creations. If you are looking to purchase from us, if you want something made, if you want specific colors, if you guys are looking to give someone, you're going on an event, you're going on a trip, and you want something to match that outfit, the shirt, the shoes, the bag, the jewelry that you just bought, the watch, the phone, and you want something to complement your already beautiful accessories or attire, we are definitely here to do so for you. But right now we are just teaching how to create a basic ruffle hat. And when I say basic, like literally just from start to end, how to crochet a ruffle hat. We're going to be using in our ruffles 3 rows. Sometimes it's good to wind your yarn onto a winder so that way while you're stitching you don't have to stop and deal with all the knots and all the things. But until we upgrade to that space, this is what we're going to be doing. Eventually I would also be getting a what is it called, a knitting machine. So we're chaining 3. We're going to continue crocheting all the way up to row 12. Remember, we're getting up to row 12. Now, because I have this knot here, it's slowing us down, which is what I was trying to avoid in the first place by pulling the yarn out. But it doesn't seem like it's doing us any good at all. So at some times while we are doing this, I may get silent, and that's just because I'm focusing on creating my hat, as you should too, making sure that the tension that you're pulling your yarn through with the crochet needle is actually somewhat similar and alike. I'm trying to keep my hand as soft and lightweight as possible so it's not pulling on the yarn too much, because if it pulls too much it's going to tighten it. It'll throw off the shape of the hat, and you do it too loose, it's going to make it slouchy, which is not the design that we're looking for. I believe this is row 9, but after we're done, we'll count it and just double check that we're going in the right direction. Please forgive me, y'all. I'm starting to slow down. I'm having a really tough time with my back. It's starting to hurt, but either way, doing this is very therapeutical. It's very relaxing. For those who are looking to start a business and do not know where to start, or to start a hobby or a nonprofit and don't know where to start, if you want to just create things to give away to people, especially those in the hospital that might need something to be cheerful about for the day or for the moment, it's a great way to give back. we're gonna see what row we're on. I'm sure we're pretty close by now, but not close to the part where we're going to be just closing out. I want to go into part 3 right after this one, as long as the baby is going to allow me to do so. So this little V on the top of the double crochet and the in between the V-neck stitch is a double crochet. The double crochet goes on under, it goes under every stitch that you create. I just want to make sure that I'm staying in the frame, y'all, because the camera is above me and I cannot necessarily see what's on screen. It'll be great if I can. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we are on row 9. 10, 11, 12 is 3 more rows. Then we have to do our half double crochet. So for now, I am trying to do my best to stay with you guys until row 12, but I am a mom of multiple toddlers that do not want to be quiet, and I do not want to put a video out in public with a lot of noise. So from here, I'm going to meet you back at row 12. I wanted to stay with you stitch by stitch, but life has it. God has it, but I have to develop some patience. And yeah, we'll work on it, but until then, I have to know the strength of myself and my children, and also have to care for your ears. So if I cannot get them to be as quiet as I need them to be, I am going to pause it until I get to the last row. And then from there, we can go to part 3, which will give us adding the ruffles. I am going to try to figure out if I can have some music in the background. I'm hoping so, but we'll see. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Too many, 2 more rows, y'all, of double crochet in every stitch all the way around, and I'll see you at row 12. Okay, guys, so I am up on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Almost at the end of row 12 here. We're going to go ahead and close out this portion of the hat, and then we're going to just continue with the rest of the hat, basically. This would be considered part 1 of making the hat. Like the first step is to make the actual hat where the person's head's gonna sit. Now I'm just going to chain 1 in the same stitch as always. That's how we start. Half double crochet. So you yarn over, pull through all. Move over to the next stitch, yarn over, pull through all, yarn over, pull through all, yarn over, pull through all 3. That is a half double crochet. That is how you do a half. And we're going to do this all the way around just so that we can give, you see how it's like not as much tension, not as loose, not as much elasticity in this portion of the hat when you do the half double crochet. Like you cannot spread it too far apart. As for this, it's much more stretch. So that's what we want. We want to kind of give the person the opportunity to have their head feel snug in their hat, but not too tight to where it gives them a headache, not too loose to where it completely groups down their face and they're uncomfortable, and then they end up telling, their friends or whoever, yeah, I just don't think I'm gonna buy from her again or whatever. I don't really like how this keeps on coming down. This is so loose, it doesn't feel like it's sitting on my head. Whatever. You don't want any of those kind of complaints. So just in case you guys made it all the way to the end, please don't forget to share this with a friend that is looking to start their creation journey. I think I'm going to change the name of the group. Last one. And then we're going to slip stitch, pull it tight together. 1, 2, 3. All right, y'all. So this is our 12 rows with the additional half double crochet tightening. This is part 2. Look in the link for part 3. I want to keep our videos nice and short. And this is where we are going to make our ruffles. Again, we are trying our best to get our hat to look as beautiful and as full as this. Of course, we're not doing the brown color. I've already done the brown color. We're going to continue with our tan or beige or wooden color. Okay, guys. See you at part 3. Thanks.